Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. In the name of the lesson tonight, we're going to name this word, when you tell someone to be grateful, make sure it is being said in the right season. Let me say it again. The name of the word tonight is going to be, when you tell someone to be grateful, make sure it is being said in the right season. It's going to be a real important word tonight, and it's very important, man, because I experienced someone telling me to be grateful, which was my wife. And the thing about it is, what I realized through meditating, you have to make sure that when you tell someone to be grateful, it has to be in the right season. What you see on the screen is probably the best season out of the 4 seasons, which is the summertime, okay? And in the summertime is when you expect people to wear shorts, nice summer wear. Women usually wear bikinis on the beach or a sundress or whatnot, and the fellas usually wear beach attire because it's the season for it. But could you imagine someone in the summertime on the beach with a winter coat on or dressed like this the wintertime? That individual would be out of season. But if an individual has on, like I just previously stated, a woman, bikini, swimwear, beach attire, a swimsuit, and then you have the men, with their summer attire, that would be appropriate because it goes in the right season that they're currently in. Well, when it comes to telling someone to be grateful, you got to make sure the season lines up, man. Now, we should be grateful for a lot of things. Okay, we should be grateful that we have life. We shall be grateful that we have a peace of mind, that we have our, that we have all our limbs. There's several things that we should be grateful for. But grateful has to be used seasonally, or in other words, being grateful has to be used at an appropriate time, at an appropriate season. Because when you do that, that's the most effective way you can do it. But what I learned in the 47 years the Lord have allowed me to see, grateful should never be used too loosely, man. Or in other words, it should never be out of season, aka at the wrong time. Now, even though someone telling you to be grateful can be a valid statement, but it could be at the wrong time, man. You see? Now, I'm going to give you an example of this. When someone is dealing with a frustrating or unpleasant situation, and you say be grateful, that's the wrong season, okay? AKA, the timing is bad. Because they're not thinking about how much worse it could be. At that particular moment in time, they dealing with the now factor, the now emotion, the frustration, the unpleasantness of the situation. They dealing with that right now. So to say be grateful in that situation, that would be the wrong season, aka the timing was bad. You see? Now, if we just sitting back reflecting on how grateful we should be just in general sense, then that's cool because we in season. We're in the right season because we're currently there and we dealing with it. So it would be appropriate and valid. You see? But let me just say it to you this way. Could you imagine someone suffer a love loss, or could you imagine someone suffer a lost loved one and you say be grateful it was just that person and no other loved ones? Even though it's a valid statement, it's bad timing. And you're going to be outraged. You're not looking at the fact that the statement was valid. You're not looking at the fact that, yeah, it could be worse. You're going to be looking at the fact that you're going to be outraged by that. Why? Because the bad timing of it all. What's the name of the lesson, man? When you tell someone to be grateful, make sure it is being said in the right season, man. Think about this. When that grieving person that lost a loved one, okay, keep in mind you tell that person to be grateful that it's just that love loss and no other love loss. Like I said, even though it's a valid statement, that person is going to be outraged again because it's bad timing, bad taste is what is going to be perceived. Now, when that same person, when that grieving person is in a better place, then we can say to them, be grateful it was just one. Because at that time, it would be the proper season, the proper time. Why? Because she's in a better place. She's not dealing with that situation right at the moment. She's had time to be in a better place, deal with it, and comes to the grips of what's going on. So at that time, when you say to them to be grateful, it would be the proper season. You see? Just like I said before, you see the beach. It looks like it could be 85, 90 degrees out here. Beautiful weather, man. And let's just say a man takes his wife on the beach and say, hey, babe, we're going to the beach today. I want you to get your winter coat, your winter boots, and we're going to go out here with our gloves and mittens and have a great time on the beach. She's going to look at him like he's crazy. Why? Because he's in the wrong season. It's the wrong season to be wearing a winter coat. It's the wrong season to be wearing winter boots. It's the wrong season to be wearing gloves and mittens and hats and scarves. It's the wrong season. You see? And that's the same way how you got to treat when you tell someone to be grateful. You got to make sure you're in the right season, man. You see? Now, for those who don't know, a good understanding and definition of being grateful is being thankful or showing and feeling of appreciation. Most importantly, gratitude, man. In 2 Timothy 4:22, it talks about in season and out of season, man. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. And that's what I want to focus on. Preach the word, be instant in season. In season would be the appropriate time, the convenience, when it's convenient, when it's favorable, when the opportunity presents itself. Okay, in other words, in season would be the proper time and moment, you see? And that's the same way you have to use when you're telling someone to be grateful. It has to be at the appropriate time. It has to be when it's convenient. It has to be when it's favorable to that person. It has to be when the opportunity presents itself. And it has to be the proper moment, man. Now, out of season would be if you told someone to be grateful, out of season, it would be the inappropriate time. Like I said before, when someone loses a loved one and you say, hey, be grateful, it was just that loved one. See, that would be out of season. That would be in an inappropriate time. That would be at a non-favorable time. That would be in a time of inconvenience. You see? Yeah. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. In other words, man, patiently correct, rebuke, and encourage your people with good teachings, man. And that's the same way when you're using the word grateful to someone. You have to use it in the right season, because when you use it in the right season, it's going to encourage that person, man. Yeah. But when you use it in the wrong season, man, it's not gonna go well. What's the name of the lesson, man? When you tell someone to be grateful, make sure it's being said in the right season, man. Because if you said it in the wrong season, man, ain't nothing gonna be grateful about that whole situation, man. As we get ready to close out this word, man, I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And amen. Keep Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, first, and stay prayed up, man. Shalom.